Have you ever fallen in love with someone without even knowing their name? It started with a single sentence written in the margins of a book, and before I knew it, he was the only chapter I wanted to read. I found the book by accident. It was tucked behind some old titles at the back of the library. The Stars Between Us. A simple romance novel, nothing extraordinary, but when I opened it, I found something scribbled in the corner of page 23. If love were a constellation, would you still choose the brightest star, or the one that always finds you in the dark? I smiled. At first, I thought it was just a quote, but then I felt the urge to respond. So I did. I'd choose the one that doesn't burn out. The next week, I came back to check if the book was still there. It was, and under my reply, a new message. Then I guess I'll have to shine a little longer. I don't know how to explain it, but I felt something, a spark. So I replied again and again. Soon we were writing full conversations in the margins, little notes, jokes, dreams, even favorite songs. He never told me his name, I never told him mine, but somehow I knew him. We created rules, always use the same pen, only write on the right-hand pages, don't move the book from shelf B3. I'd check it every Friday. Sometimes the notes were funny, sometimes thoughtful. One time he wrote, I wonder if I'd recognize you if we passed each other. And I replied, You would. I'm the one smiling for no reason. That book became ours, our meeting place, our secret, until one Friday. The book was gone. I asked the librarian. She said someone had borrowed it, but there was no record of who. I waited the next week and the next. Nothing. No notes, no return, no goodbye. I felt like someone had torn the last page out of my favorite story. Had he moved away? Did he lose interest? Was it all just a game? Or was it real, at least for him too? Months passed. I stopped looking, stopped writing, but I never forgot him. Then, one rainy afternoon, I came to the library just to feel close to it all again. And there it was, The Stars Between Us, back on shelf B3. I opened it with shaking hands. There, on the last page, written in the corner, I looked for you, but maybe love stories like ours aren't meant to have endings, just memories. Page 23 will always be yours. I cried right there in the aisle, because sometimes the most beautiful love stories are the ones you never get to finish. I never knew his name, but I knew his heart. And maybe, in a different library, in a different life, we're still writing to each other in the margins.